Good morning. It's Thursday, which means that it's our meeting day. Don't forget that we are not using our Zoom link today. We are using Google Meet, which you will need to log in with your Google email address. I have sent that to you. It's also on your announcements on Seesaw. So I can't wait for that. I'm looking forward to it. It's very secure. It's through our Google Classroom, so it's for MSDLT people only. So that's exciting. Today, I want to go over your two activities that you have along with our meeting. The first one is our humanities lesson. You'll see here it says to complete all tasks with a yellow, orange, purple, and pink star. Okay, so all of those tasks, there's 4 of them. So if I get in here and I look to those, I will see what those are. We're continuing on with the magic tomatoes and comparison with Miss Johnson's plant experiment. So you've read magic tomatoes for 2 days and Miss Johnson's plant experiment all last week and again this week. So today you'll have a new text and have to use that to add to what you've already learned. So here for our yellow task, it says students will read a nonfiction section of the science text about what plants need. Okay, and it says read pages A18 through A25 from the science textbook. That is these slides right here, 3 all the way through 10. It's several slides, but if you look at it, you'll see that there are just sections and chunks on each page. Reread several times to practice reading more fluently. Reread to make sure you understand the information presented in the text. In each section, underline parts of the text that tell you what the main idea is and any details that support the main idea. That main idea part right here, this is important, and details that support the main idea. Your next task will be using the main idea of each section. Okay, so you can see the sections are highlighted and marked here. They're red. The headings, plants without seeds. Some plants make seeds, what seeds are, what seeds need, seed parts, where seeds are from, how seeds are spread, and then a summary. Notice that the summary is short. That's what a summary is. Okay, if we go to slide 11 and our next orange task, it says students will determine main idea and find supporting details to explain their thinking about information in the science text. Reread those sections to solidify your understanding of plants and seeds. Fill out the table about the main idea and supporting details for the sections identified in the text. Be sure to explain your thinking when asked. You'll see that there are 2 slides of tables. There were 7 sections plus the summary. You have 6 of them that you will need to do this for. If you highlighted what you think is the main idea, as well as supporting details, when you did task 1, the yellow task, this part will be very easy and simple for you. It says plants without seeds, page A18. That's that first one. So I'm going to come back up here to plants without seeds. You have read that some simple plants don't have root stems or leaves. These simple plants don't have seeds either. They reproduce by spores. The seed is the first stage of growth in many plants that have roots, stems, and leaves. However, not all of these plants produce seeds. Ferns are examples of this type of plant. Ferns, like simpler plants, reproduce by spores. These spores are found on the bottom of the fern leaves or fronds. And so here it gives you a close-up of what that looks like. Okay. So if I was to come back and find out about the main idea, I think, okay, well, the heading is plants without seeds. So the main idea is going to be something along the lines of that there are plants without seeds. So I might come here and I might highlight this right here. Not all of these plants produce seeds. I think that that might be my main idea, because that's what the heading says. Okay, and so then I might underline some supporting details so that it's not highlighted. And I might say ferns. I say they reproduce by spores. And I say the spores are found in the bottom of the fern leaves. That might be another thing right here. So here again, they reproduce by spores. So some supporting details. So then I go right here, not all of these plants produce seeds. So I'm going to come back to my table and I'm going to put in here for main idea for that section, not all plants have seeds. And I'm going to resize that to fit right in here. And then some supporting details. Well, I can go back to that slide here to what I underlined, and it says, they reproduce by spores. Ferns are a type of that. So I will come back here. And I'm just going back and forth. And I'm going to do another text box for a supporting detail. Some plants reproduce by spores. And then I'm going to resize this after it lets me to fit smaller and then maybe make it a little bit longer. There we go. Some plants reproduce by spores. But then I also had a second detail. My second detail was that, spores or ferns are a plant with spores. That was something else that I learned in that section. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to resize it right there, and it goes right here. I need to make it a little bit smaller right there. Okay, and I don't feel like that needs another explanation. I think that I'm done. So there's one section already done for you. You need to go back and make sure you do this for all of these other sections. Some plants make seeds, what seeds are, what seeds need, seed parts, and where seeds form. Make sure you read that form section, okay, not from. Your next task, your purple task, is that you'll use what you've learned from Miss Johnson's plant experiment, Magic Tomatoes, and then our new science text today. Think about what you have learned in all of the texts you've read this week about what plants need to survive and how they grow from seeds. Write a good third grade level paragraph using correct punctuation, capitalization, and third grade spelling to answer the prompt at the top of the page. So this is your prompt right here, and we'll go on to our next section that actually shows us the prompt. Pretend a seed can talk. There we go. Write a creative story for a younger child to hear about the life of a seed and what happens to it as it is being planted in a field on a farm. So this is where you're going to use your creativity and imagination, but you're going to use it to give actual facts. So think about what happens to a seed when it is planted on a farm, and then write a story, a little paragraph, as if you are that seed and the seed could talk. Think about like Diary of a Worm. Okay, or Fly Guy. They give factual information, but in a fun, creative way to entertain. And then, of course, your pink star, your last star is the DLR on slide 17. Okay, I know that this is a lot and this might take you a while. If you don't get it done today, that's okay. Remember, you have tomorrow to complete it, as well as Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so don't stress about getting this done all in one day. It's a lot of work. It's okay for you to take a few days to complete this task. Okay, so now I'm going to go over to our math activity, and your math activity today also has 4 tasks. Your STEM 3 has 4 tasks. It has a yellow, orange, purple, and pink star. And you're like, Miss Sharp, normally on Thursdays we've got a STEM challenge and only 2 tasks. Not so today. There's no STEM challenge attached to this activity today. You're going to start out with your yellow star, as always on STEM, is going to be your DMR, your daily math review. Okay, so while it's finishing loading up here, you can see right here, complete daily math practice page. Okay, so here you have that. We've got more symmetry, and we're going to talk about that today as well at our Google Meet. And then orange, students will complete specific math sections. That's this one that goes along with your visual learning video that's under your instructions. Down here is the star. That's where your question is. Your next task is your purple task. Complete questions 1 through 7. Here they are. We're sticking with area. Okay. And then your 8 is your problems of the day. There's 2 problems, so make sure you get these done. Okay. If you have any questions, hold on to those and I will answer them during our Google Meet today. I hope to see a bunch of you there. I miss you guys and I'm excited to see you later today. Bye, you guys.